Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a pick a card reading. I'm going to look at money and career. What is your money and career situation? What are the messages that are going to come through for you? And we're going to look at the current situation you're in, the blind spot, things you can't see, positive or negative, the future that you are currently creating, your advice for that situation, and how you can use your own natural abilities to help you in this situation. So I've got 4 piles for you guys to choose from today. You can take a second, tune into what number you feel like you're being called to, and then we will go straight to your message with the timestamps below, and I will see you there. Hi, pile 1. Let's look at your money and your career, and let's see what's going on, what kind of messages that we can get for you, any advice or... So pile 1, let's get started and jump right into your reading. Okay, pile 1, what I'm seeing for you right now is that right now money is a big worry for you. It keeps you up at night. There's a lot of turmoil, a lot of angst, a lot of overactivity in the mind right now when it comes to money. You are worried about something. I feel that you definitely are going after material wealth. You definitely feel like you're lacking it, or you might feel like you're lacking it. You might feel like it's out of balance in some way, too much, too little, whatever it is, there is worry in your mind when it comes to your financial situation. And your career, the job you work right now, it's a burden, or the job you don't have right now, it's a burden to you. Your career, your job, this is not something that you like to think about too much. It really overwhelms you, it's overcoming you, and it's very much causing a lot of anxiety. Pile 1, you are so in your mind when it comes to money and career. That's what I'm seeing. I see that you guys are definitely being overwhelmed with the energy of air. So you're thinking so much about what needs to change, what's going on, what you want. It's like either your overthinking is stopping you, freezing you in your tracks, or your overthinking is pushing you into action, or maybe you end up going back and forth between both of those energies. You really want your money and your career to give you emotional fulfillment. That's a priority for you, and seems like you're trying to find your way in how to accomplish exactly that. So I'm seeing for you guys that when it comes to your blind spot in money, you guys, the blind spot is that things take time. Things take time. The goals you have, whatever you're trying to build, this takes time, this takes work, it takes constant application, constant practice, and really showing up every day to chip away at whatever your goals are. And this is making me feel like you talk down to yourself, that you're very critical and negative about what it is that you think you should be doing, what you are doing. I'm not doing enough, I'm doing too little, I'm doing too much, whatever it is, there is some sort of negative self-talk that's happening. You do have ideas about where you want things to go, but you're having trouble applying yourself. You're having trouble moving past anxiety and really being able to have confidence in what it is that you can produce or what it is that you can do. And this is part of what is holding you back. I see for you guys that there is just a lot of time that needs to be put into this situation. There's time and there's energy that needs to be put in this situation. When it comes to your future with money and career, you're going to look back at your past ideas, right? So you had an initial idea of this is what I want to do, this is what I want to pursue, and when it comes to money, and some things didn't work, some things worked, some things didn't work. And you're gonna get back up and you're going to look at the things that didn't work and you're going to rework them and you're going to try again. And you're gonna get back up on your feet and you're gonna do it. And you're really gonna apply yourself and you're gonna remind yourself that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and that you can carry through with this, that you can do this. I feel like you're going to lift yourself back up and say, okay, let's try again. You want something fulfilling. You want something that is truly authentic to you, that's truly it's a mirror that shows the world, this is who I am. I want my work to be authentic. I want my money to be made in integrity. You want to find what makes you feel whole. In your future, you're going to be able to find this. You're going to be able to conceive of this. You're going to be able to act on it. You're going to figure it out. You're going to keep going. When it comes to your money, what I'm seeing is that you need to direct it with passion. You need to move it and direct it with passion. Control what you are doing. Whatever has been blocked for you, whatever you feel like is standing in your way, whatever wall is in front of you, turn around and find a new path. Turn around and move in a new direction. It's being blocked for a reason. It's being blocked for reasons that you can't see, that you can't conceive of. And it's not in your best interest to continue to try and knock down this wall. What you should do is turn around and find a new path to what it is that you're looking for. When it comes to abilities that you can tap into to really advance and enhance your money, your career, it's going with the flow. This is something that you are able to do. It's a natural ability that you have. You have to tap back into that and go with the flow. A lot of what you're experiencing right now is very fated. There's a lot of destiny involved. It's not so much up to what you do or don't do. I'm feeling for you that you're really experiencing a lot of higher power that's either pushing you forward somewhere or blocking you from somewhere. This is something that you have to remember, that this is all part of the ups and downs of where it is that you're going. So tap into that natural ability of flow. Tap into the natural ability of changing, of alchemizing. That's a big one for you. It's like, I feel like things are going to change. Things are going to change, or things are changing, and you have to ride with that change. I see for you guys that emotionally, you're incredibly intelligent people. Emotionally, you are very in touch and in control. And you have to tap into that to continue to move forward. Tap into your ability to control your emotions and really go where it is that you need to go with that ability. Because naturally, you are very good at working in teams. You're very good at meeting the right people and aligning synchronistically with people and projects that are going to help elevate you, that are going to help you really lay big plans, the foundation for big plans and stuff like that. So I'm feeling for you guys that tap into your natural teamwork ability, tap into your natural ability to remain composed, to express your emotions openly, but in a way that's constructive for people when it comes to the plans you lay. Tap into your ability to go with the flow. When one thing's blocked, move to the next open door. Overall, what I'm seeing for you is that there's a little bit of obsession going on when it comes to how is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? What I'm seeing for you is that your big message is that this takes a subtle approach. Whatever it is that you're doing is going to take a subtle approach. And you have to be very meticulous, very patient with this energy, and move when it's blocked. Go a new direction when things are blocked, but be meticulous, be patient, continue to chip away at what it is that you're doing, and you will be successful. This will happen for you if you are able to do those things. Right now, pile one, you're disconnected in that your mind is one place, your heart and your soul is a different place. Bring those two back together. Bring those back in union with one another, your mind and your heart and your emotions. And then this situation will become clear for you. The next path will open up for you, because what I see is that you're just very in your head, and you are in a place in your creative journey of burden, of getting knocked down, having to get back up, having to learn what control is, control of yourself, control of situation, how to let up on control, how to know when to walk away from something, and how to know when it's time to work with the team again, time to lay foundations again. That's what I see for you guys. But continue to chip away at whatever it is that you're doing. Continue to be patient with yourself, with the situation, and things will definitely work out for you. So that's what I see for you guys, pile one. I hope you enjoy your reading. I'll see you in the next one. Pile two, let's get started and see what are your messages about your money and your career. So pile two, right away, what I see for you guys is that your money and your career is focused right now in the way you feel and what you're doing about it. Those are the two elements that we're working with, what you're feeling and what you're doing when it comes to your money and your career. So at this time, when it comes to your money, I see that you feel like something's being withheld from you. So it's like, you know that you're not at your ultimate peak of success. But what's happening is that you're in suspense. You're in a withholding period of non-action when it comes to money and career. It's a lot of waiting. There's a big waiting game for you, pile 2. And what I'm seeing for you is that when it comes to your career, what you're doing for a job right now, you don't feel like it's good enough. You feel like you could be doing more with what you have to offer. You feel like you could share more of your gifts. So like what you do isn't good enough somehow. You're bored with it. There's stagnancy. You know that you're capable of giving more than you are, and for some reason, you're being blocked from the ability to share that with other people or to elevate yourself, your career to the next level, or whatever it is that you want to do. So that's where you're at generally right now. You feel like you're in a withholding period and that what you're doing isn't a real use of your gifts, isn't a real use of what you know your purpose to be or what you feel your purpose to be. Your blind spot though, pile 2, this is so interesting. Your blind spot when it comes to your money is that there's something you're doing that is on track. You are expressing yourself creatively in some way that is on track with making money. You might not be making it right now from this hobby or from this project or from this creative endeavor that you have, but you're doing it in some way. Something you're doing is working for you undercover, undercurrent. And I'm seeing for you that your job, your career, it's going to take off. It's going to move forward and be successful. It will go. You will have a successful outcome to whatever this creative project is that you are in your heart and at your core wanting to take action on. So on one hand, you feel like you're in suspense, like you feel like you're being withheld or that things aren't moving very quickly. But what you're not seeing is that you are doing what you're meant to be doing. You are doing the right things to take you off, to move you forward. You're having trouble seeing that, but that is the case. That's your blind spot, is that you are in the right place. You are doing the right things. When it comes to money, I think you're going to have money come in unexpected ways as you go forward into your future. It might not be long lasting. It might not change the game, but it's like for you, pile 2, I see that like you just have windfalls of luck or chance and serendipity where you're like, oh, that's helpful for me. I can put that away, or I can put that towards this and continue along your path. Money, like you have to be really grounded with your money. Don't let it just escape from you. Don't just like throw things at the wall. You really want to be intentional with your money. Be intentional with what you have so that you can build it into something stronger. And I'm seeing for you that there just might be news that comes in for some people about the money they make. Maybe they make more, maybe something changes, but there's like a change in the wind for you when it comes to your money situation, because it's also tied up in your career. There is a change of paths that's coming when it comes to your career. I'm seeing that you're moving in one direction and you're just going to get hit with something that pushes you in a whole new direction. And this could even be not career related. This is like you're on one path, going through your career, and then you have start a family, and all of a sudden you go down that path. There's a change that's coming in your career. There's a change that's coming in the job you have. There's a change coming in how you perceive yourself. And what's happening is that you are learning more about yourself through new experiences and through other people. There's something new that's going to change for you, and you are going to go down a new path, pile 2. That is clear for you in this reading. You feel very sentimental, pile 2. You're very emotionally movable, right? You're emotionally, you are soft and sensitive and receptive. Your advice, pile 2, is to continue to make choices based on the way you feel. And I mean this in a way that's not impulsive, but in a way that you know your heart is pulling you in a direction. Continue to follow those emotions. Continue to take action on those emotions. I see for you that there is fate that's kind of interjecting in this situation. It's not all up to you. Your inaction isn't because you're scared, isn't because you know, it's not because of what you're doing or not doing. The inaction that you feel, the suspense that you're experiencing, has to do because there's a hand holding up in front of you saying, not yet, don't go yet. But it will lift and you will have the chance to move forward, and you will have the opportunity to see that everything you've put yourself into, everything that you've put your emotions, your creativity into, will pay off for you and will carry forward for you. The path is changing right now, so you are being held back a little bit while that new path exposes itself. So just roll with it. Because pile 2, you have this natural ability to be patient. You have the natural ability to plant something, nurture it until it grows. You have that ability. So you have to call upon it at this time in your life right now. You have to call upon your ability to be patient, to allow things to manifest, to allow your work to slowly but surely unfold in the world and in front of you. You guys are meant to invest. You have this ability that the universe tends to give you a little bit, and it's asking you, what are you going to do with those resources that I'm giving you? What are you going to do with that gift that I gave you? And you guys have the natural ability to invest in those things, to nurture, invest, and to water and grow what it is that the universe is giving to you. So you are given a little and you turn it into a lot. It's a slow process, but it will work and it will happen if you continue the course. If you stay the course and continue to really grow and develop what it is that you have in mind for yourself, the lifestyle, the job that you have in mind for yourself. And right now, pile 2, you guys have a big emotional connection with what you're doing. There's a lot of emotions involved in what it is that you do or what it is that you're seeking. And it's important for you to let those emotions wash over you and let them go. Let them wash over you and let them go. Allow those emotions to come forward, be replenished, get in touch with what it is that you're feeling, why you're feeling it, and what that has to do with where you're going. Because you guys are highly creative people, pile 2, highly creative, and you guys are ever changing like water, and you need to go with that flow. You need to move with the path, move with whatever is being put in front of you. Continue to flow. Even if you feel like you're at a valley or a peak right now, continue to flow, because the path is going to be changing soon. New information is going to be given to you and the course will be corrected. So it's important that you remember that and that you stay on course, continue to do the things you're doing, and know that just because you can't see what is happening right now doesn't mean that you are not doing the things that are going to lead you to success. And continue to put patience, love, and resilience into your projects. So that's what I see for you guys, pile 2. I hope that you enjoy your reading. I'll see you in the next one. Pile 3, let's see what your money and your career messages are. We're going to start with your current situation. When it comes to money in your career, your current situation is one of quick, swift action on a thought or an idea that you have. So I'm seeing that you guys definitely feel like there is a thought that you had, an idea that you had that needs to be acted on like yesterday. It's really quick, really swift, really changing. And I'm seeing that it's like you're being given an opportunity to invest in something, to grow something, or to change something. And I feel like you realize that it needs to be acted on fast, or that suddenly your mindset is changing very quickly from one thing into another. Your blind spot is showing me that you have to be careful not to walk away and isolate yourself in this situation. Be careful not to just leave something behind out of frustration or out of fear or whatever, just to find yourself alone on your path. It's just something to keep in mind as you make these quick, swift decisions. And the thing is, when it comes to your money in your career, you guys definitely have a leg up on the competition. You definitely are prepared for what is coming, what is changing, or whatever it is that you want to pursue. I see a very ambitious person in this pile. Somebody that's very ambitious, that's kind of willing to manipulate or change circumstances in their favor in order to get to the top, in order to get the goal that they wanted or have in mind. And that is not a bad thing. It's a good thing, but you have to be careful not to leave the people behind that have been with you since the beginning, helping you, not to isolate yourself in that journey, so that when you look back and you've achieved what you want to achieve, that you're not like, I have no one to share it with. So that's just something for you to keep in mind as you really go after whatever it is that you are going after. And when it comes to your future, with your money, I definitely see somebody with your money in your career. I'm seeing in this situation, maybe it's you, maybe it's somebody else, but there's definitely a selfish approach that's being taken when it comes to your money in your career. I'm seeing that somebody is being selfish, self-serving, and manipulative. I see somebody who wants to succeed at all costs. I just see that you're willing to sacrifice anything, or somebody is willing to sacrifice everything to make sure that what they have in mind is successful. I would just say be careful if it's you, because you don't, like I said, want to isolate yourself and end up being alone at the top. And if this is somebody else that comes in and kind of tries to manipulate the situation that you're working for yourself, then just be wary of that, and be wary of people who are self-serving and manipulative when it comes to the goals that you are trying to pursue. Because when it comes to your advice, I am hearing keep your cards close. Keep your cards close to your chest. So if you have ideas, don't just go out shouting them to the world, because somebody else might manipulate that and take it for themselves. I'm just feeling for you that you need to be a little bit closed off when it comes to sharing your ideas about how you're going to succeed with something, or what you want to succeed with, and just be careful to hold that close to yourself. And you're really susceptible to the grandiosity of what could be rather than the reality of what could be, or the reality of what is. So just be careful and ground yourself when it comes to getting overexcited or over planning with your ideas, or oversharing things, or whatever it is. But I just am hearing like all that glitters isn't gold. So just be careful when it comes to what you're pursuing, that you're well researched, and that you're not just going to throw your money at something because you think it's like a quick fix or anything like that. I'm just throwing out a scenario, but like keep your money safe, keep your investments safe. Be wise with how you spend things, and don't overdo anything too quickly, because there are people that are trying to manipulate you potentially into taking from you in some way. So just be wary of that, pile 3. Pile 3, you have this natural ability to like balance things out. You have a natural ability to weigh things with thought, with emotion, with integrity, and balance it out and make smooth sailing decisions. I feel like you have the ability to read contracts really thoroughly, or to understand jargon really thoroughly. And so you should utilize that. Ability that you have, so that you don't end up in a worse spot than you were. So that's just something I think that you should really take with you, is being able to have the law on your side, being able to read things thoroughly, being able to make really balanced decisions from a level-headed place. Tap into that ability. What's interesting is that when I asked about your abilities, like what you can tap into that's natural for you in order to be successful, you actually got a card that has nothing to do with your abilities. It has to do with fate. And I'm seeing from this message that the tables can turn really quickly in this situation that you're considering. So have them turn in your favor and be wise with your decision making so that things go in your favor and that they don't turn your life upside down or on its head. I think it's super important for you that you take a minute to see things beyond your limited perspective. Step out of what you are seeing behind your wall and take a higher view of things and just really see how every single person would benefit or lose in a situation so that you can truly feel confident in the decision that you're making when it comes to money or your career. Because I'm seeing for you guys that the main message is that there's a sly subtlety that's happening in this scenario. So I think that this applies to two sides of the coin. On one, somebody is trying to be sly and subtle with you, and you have to kind of play their game and do that back for them. So just remember that, because if there's somebody else on the other end, they're trying to do that to you, and you kind of need to play their own game and outthink them in order to make this situation work in your favor. So that's what I see for you guys, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I hope it's helpful for you. I'll see you in the next one. All right, pile 4, let's take a look at your money and career messages. We're gonna look at your current situation, your blind spot, your future advice, and your abilities that can help you with this situation. So what I'm seeing here when it comes to your current situation, you are full of ideas right now. You are full of ideas and inspiration. There is something that came to you, a new beginning that's being offered, or an idea that's coming through that you're like, this is it. This is the moneymaker. This is like what I need to act on. This is what's inspiring to me. And I know that this is just going to bring me what I need it to. Very much in an initiatory phase. So you're just getting the idea. You're just having the inspiration come to you, and action doesn't seem like it's been taken yet. It's more of like, how does my thoughts affect what I'm going to do about this idea that I have? How can I put into action what it is that I'm thinking of? Because you've got a double ace right here. I'm feeling for you this message that you have to act quickly or act in a very thoughtful way. You don't want to miss out on something. Acting too late or like time is of the essence for you. So it's really important when it comes to your career or your job or the thing that you want to take action on, the idea. Don't do too little too late. You have to walk away from something and really apply yourself to whatever it is that you are thinking of achieving. It's only going to work in this small window, and so you have to take full advantage of it. The good thing is that when it comes to your future, I'm seeing success for you. So you definitely are going to take a successful approach to this. Whatever it is that you're thinking, you're on the right track, go with it. Go with your gut. This is telling me that you have the confidence to take on the action that you want to take. What I'm looking at here is you have a cycle in your future, or right now, you have a cycle that is ending, right? It's the finality of something. I'm seeing that you're putting that situation to an end, that cycle to an end, whether it's an imbalance in your material world or something like that. And I see you starting over in a massive way. And there is small successes that are going to happen that are going to make you realize, like, I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. Keep going. It's important for you to know, pile 4, that your ability to move forward right now is highly affected by how you're feeling. You have a leg up on the idea that you have been given, that has been divinely, sent to you. You have a leg up on it. And it's important that you really act on those inspirations and use this energy you have of inspiration and optimism to continue with so just act on those feelings. When you're hit with inspiration, just go after it. Keep going and keep moving forward and bringing this into fruition, because it will pay off for you. This gentle force that you have a knack for really making things happen, but not in a forceful, like, make people do things sort of a way, but in a gentle way. People want to listen to you because of your approach. You're really capable of making things happen. So take advantage of that and allow your natural ability to lead to come forward so that people want to follow you when it comes to this idea that you're trying to execute. You have this amazing ability of really empathizing with people, and they value that. So you're able to emotionally connect, and people really love and trust that about you. And I think you have this ability to bring people together. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like this idea of forgiveness and this idea of surrender to take advantage of that energy that exists for you right now. Something shifted for you. Doors can be unlocked for you now. Whatever you felt like you were blocked in before is now going to move, and you're able to take those next steps. You were divinely inspired, you had the idea, and now it's time to go to take action on it swiftly, because this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to succeed. It's got to happen quickly. This isn't something that I feel like you should stall on. I feel like this is something that if you don't act right away, you're going to miss out. And your emotions are so dictating right now, like how you take action or when you take action on things. And so ride the wave of optimism, of inspiration, so that you can get this done. So that's what I see for you guys, pile 4. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I'll see you in the next one.